Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know if you are new to my channel then this probably won't mean anything to you, but if you have been with me for a while then you know I have been gone for a long time and I really have no excuse. I kind of just like wasn't inspired. I was like in a funk, which happens to me a lot, and I have been getting yelled at from a lot of people that I need to be making videos again, so I am going to be doing that for you guys. And honestly, I love making videos. It makes me feel so much better about myself. It gives me something to do and I just absolutely love doing them. So I do apologize to you guys and to myself that I haven't been making the videos, but I am back and I'm going to make sure I do them. I don't want to make the intro too long, but I just wanted to say that I think I am going to do a question and answer video since I haven't gone for maybe 6 months, maybe even longer, probably longer than that. So I want to do a question and answers video, so if you guys want to leave me questions down below or on my Instagram, or if you, well, there's really nothing else any other way you could send them to me. So yeah, if you want to comment any questions below that you have that you want me to answer in a video, or if you would like to put the questions on my Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm like so I'm not used to this anymore, but yeah, so this video is basically just going to be on a couple new products that I've been using lately that I haven't used in any of my videos. Some products are new, some products are older. If you've been with me on my channel for a while, then you'll know which products were a little bit older and which ones I've used before. So I just wanted to do a, new products I've been using plus a tutorial in one, just, to get an extra video out there. Yeah. So let me know what videos you guys want to see. I have not done a makeup look like this in so long on me. I usually just do really quick makeup, unless I'm going out if I have an event to go to, a party or something like that, which I usually don't have anywhere to go. But anyway, so I just wanted to do a more glamorous look, a heavier look. This is definitely a lot of makeup. It's really not for every day. Unless you want to do it every day, then by all means go ahead, but I just haven't really played around with makeup on my face in so long and I felt like I just really needed it, so that's what I did here today. So again, make sure you leave any questions that you would like me to answer in another video, and also let me know what other videos you would like to see from me. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and let's get started. Let's start off with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in the color medium brown. I also have the powder in medium brown as well, but I'm going to be using the pomade, and then I like to set it with the powder. I'm also using the brush that it comes with. I just like to brush through them first, and then I'll go in with the brush. And this stuff you really should use very, very lightly, especially if you're not used to it. It's an amazing product, but if you put too much product on your brush, then it's not going to be good. So just take your time with this and use a little product and build it up. So once I'm done applying the pomade, I like to go back in with the powder just to set it. It helps it last a little bit longer, and then it also kind of just makes the color a little more noticeable, and it fills in any extra spots that the pomade didn't. So this step is especially going to help if you're in the heat, because it's just like setting your foundation or concealer. You're just kind of setting this eyebrow product, and whenever you set a wet cream product, it always helps it last longer. So as I usually do, I'm going to start off by priming my eye with the Painterly Paintpot, and I just like putting this on with my finger and blending it out with my finger as well. I always like to set that with a lighter powder, so I'm going to be using this color right here called Vanilla. This is from the Amrezy Palette. It just helps the makeup go on less chalky, because sometimes if the primer is still wet and you try to put all these different colors on, it'll come out chalky and uneven, and this just helps the eyeshadows go on super smooth and even. I'm going in with the color Light Brown from the Lorac 2 palette, and I'm going to be using the Morphe. Okay, there's no number on this anymore, but it's a big fluffy blending brush, and that's just going to be going right in the crease. And I don't want to be too messy with this because it's more of a more precise look. So that we're just going to be keeping in this crease. just using a smaller blending brush, I'm going to be using the same color and just putting it a little bit more precisely in my crease. So it's going to have the same color, it's just going to be a little bit darker. So with the same blending brush, I'm taking the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. I'm going in with the color Sunrise, and we're going to be putting that in the crease as well. This is just like a more orange tone brown, so it's just going to help warm it up a little bit. Now with an even smaller blending brush, this is the MAC 217 blending brush. I'm taking the color Sunset, and we're going to be putting that even more precisely in the crease. Now I'm going to be taking the color Java, again with the MAC 217, and this is going to go again right in the crease. We're just going to darken up the crease gradually. And you want to make sure when you're using dark colors, you start off very, very light to place the product, and then once you know where the product's going to be going, you can just build it up. But I would build it very, very slowly, because if you take a dark shadow and just plop it right on, it's not going to look right. It takes time to be perfect, guys. So for the lid color, I'm going to be using the color Kitten from Stila Cosmetics, and I'm using that with a MAC 242 shader brush. And we're going to take our MAC 217 blending brush, and we're just going to go over that crease, just because sometimes when you use shimmering shadows, they kind of like fly all over the shadows, so we're just going to clean that up a little bit. Personally, I feel like when you're doing a more defined eyeshadow look, you need to use like a winged liner or some type of liner. I think it just complements the look so much better than if you didn't use it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin winged liner. Now I'm going to be using the Lilly lashes. I've never tried these before. This is in the style Miami. Let me show you guys. So as you can see, they're very wispy, they're super thick, long, wispy lashes, and that's what I love. So this is my first time trying them, so let's just see how it goes. If I can focus, okay. But you can really see like how full and amazing and wispy they are. I'm obsessed. And you need them. So right now I'm just taking the Stila, the Kitten, and I'm just going over some spots because I got some lash glue on the lid. So now with my NYC liquid liner, I'm just going to go over the winged line because we got a little bit of shadow on the liner. I just want it to be as black as possible, and then this will also help conceal the lash line from the false lashes. To highlight my brow bone, I'm going to be using MAC's Nylon with the 242 blending brush. 242 shading brush. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Dior Pore Minimizer Matte Primer, and then for foundation, I'm going in with the Nars Sheer Glow in the color Stromboli. I'm going to be applying my foundation with the Morphe G7 brush. It's a really fluffy brush. This way it'll really buff out the makeup and make it look really airbrushed and smooth. for concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. That's obviously going to be going right under my eye. And then to highlight, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer. This one's a little bit lighter, so I like using this one to highlight like the center of my face to make everything even. And then I'm going to be using this right under my eyes to get a nice, flawless, brightened look under here and cover up any darkness that might be there. I'm going to be using the Morphe G6 brush just to blend out the rest of that. To set the under eye, I'm going to be using the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. And I'm just going to be applying that with my beauty blender. It's wet. It's not wet. It is a dry beauty blender. I'm just going to pack it underneath. And then to contour my face, I'm going to be using the Anastasia contour kit, the old school one. Well, not old school. Probably like, what is it, like a year old now? But this is just like the original one, not the cream one or anything. And I'm going to be using this Sigma, I want to say F65 small contour brush. And I'm going to be using these two shades back and forth. Now to add a little more warmth to my face and actually bronze my face, I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in the color Deep 4. And I'm using the MAC 134 brush for this. And I'm just going to be touching up my brows because sometimes the face powder gets on it and then it looks a little chalky and powdery. So I'm just going to be touching up any spaces that may have happened to. To finish up the eyes, we're going to be doing underneath, and now I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in 892 Amber Rush. So I'm just spraying a flat brush with some Fix Plus, and then I'm going to be dipping it into the amber color, just because these pigments usually get all over the place, and if you spray it, you'll kind of save yourself from a mess, so why not? Now I'm just going to be going back in with the color Java on the same brush, and we're just going to be deepening up the bottom lash line. Then I'm just taking the color Sunset again with any brush you could really use. I'm just using a blending brush, and I'm going to be placing that underneath. I'm back in with Kitten and a wet shader brush, and I'm just going to be putting that in this inner corner to intensify it. So for blush, I'm going to be using this Cheek Luminosity Bronzer Blush Duo. This is by Sonia Kashuk. I've had this for like, it has to be about 2 years now. This is in the shade 51. And I'm just going to be mixing the both. It has a nice bronze shade and a really nice peach shade. So I'm going to be mixing both so I get a nice bronzy blush. going to be going back in with Kitten and the Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to be using this color to highlight. So we're going to be putting those in the usual places, right above the cheekbones. And I will be spraying my whole face with my Fix Plus. Whew. Hello. For lips, I'm going to be using the Jordana lip liner in Rock and Rose. This is not new. I've been using this one for years. This is my favorite neutral liner. This is good to use for nude if you're using a light pink. Lipstick, I'm going to be using Myth, and this is definitely not a new product. This is probably just my favorite MAC lipstick. But I am going to go over it with the gloss, and I have to get it first. The gloss I'm going to be using is Coral Craze. This is from Gerard Cosmetics. And this is very pigmented, so I'm only going to use a tiny bit. Is the finished look.